That means the data will flow from you, this HRMS system, to your Saviynt database. Okay, so this is information like if you want to create a security system endpoint. So forget about those things. We'll talk about right. You know you'll get confused. What is a security system? What is the endpoint, why it is required? We'll talk about that. Okay, that is not coming into picture now because we'll be doing a trusted source reconciliation, that is, authoritative source reconciliation. So let's go to the documents. So before that, right, this is a document let's go to. Just let me log out first from the Saviynt site, right? You just log out here. Log in again. Give your credential. Okay, log in once you're into the Saviynt portal. So from past few minutes, I'm talking about the connector, right where it is there, just click this admin menu. Okay, once you click admin menu, expand this 3-dot and go to identity repository. Here, if you scroll down, you see connection. Okay, click this connection. Once you click this, connection right. So here we are trying to build our connection. That is a database connector, will build up right. So click on the action menu, click on create connection. Okay, once you click on the create connection, give any name as per your convenience. Okay, so I'll give the name. Just copy the name. Provide the connection decision again. Connection decision. You can give anything as per your convenience. Okay, once you give the information, this connect right connection type, you see by default it is add. See, if you give add some different form will come. Now change back to ask for requirement. We are interested in database. Okay, so this is database DB. Choose it and wait for a second right. You see, this format will change automatically. Okay. Okay, now you see, this is something. Account underscore attribute, right user attribute is coming. If I change, back it to DB right. See the connection information is changed right. It's totally changed. It is giving a create a condition instead of accounting. So that means for each and every connector you have a different mechanism. And why is so? Because a number of applications what are available in the market. They are built up using different technology. Let's say, I have developed this avian application using Java. But if you go for, like Microsoft Bing, for some tool, is there right, that is built up using .NET and your Forger it is the build up using some different application. The service. Now it is different, using different application. This Active Directory. It is built up using .NET right. So all the application, they are using many more different technology to be built up right. That is why the connector, based upon your application type integration it is using or it is built up in a different mechanism. So for DB, it will show you a different format to you, and for your data Active Directory, it will show you a different format to you. So once you give the information, see wherever you see this asterisk mark, right, that is a mandatory field. So if you scroll down, it is accepting the URL right. What is this URL basically? This is your application where you want to connect, right? So, as you see, we are trying to connect from Saviynt to this HRMS application. Right, for this HRMS application, we need the connectivity. So where this application, HRMS application, we see so here, if you log in here. Our Saviynt has our own database, so we'll try to accommodate with that database. Simple. Go to here, MySQL connection. Click here, right. Let me give the name Saviynt database. And the host name it will be. So I'll give this IP 192.168.56.101. And the default port is 3306. Okay, leave it like that. And the username is root. Okay, so simply click on the test connection. So it is telling, SSN connection is enabled. Okay. So we have to disable the SSL. So use SSL will make it as a no. Now come back again to the parameter. Click on the test connection and provide the password. I'm just saving it right so that you know it will be easy for you guys. Now test it. You'll get a successful connection and click on OK. Just double-click it and it will open up. Now you see this database, right? So this database, it is nothing but right. It is installed by your Saviynt itself. Why this database again coming into picture right with my? You might ask me a question. So you know, everywhere right in our corporate world, everybody need to store their data, right? What application you are using. That doesn't matter whether you are using Saviynt or like OIM or like Cellpoint, right, even if you talk about like Insta or your Facebook. Everyone, whatever you are creating an in-depth database, information that is getting stored in a back-end and that is called your database DB, right? In the same way, if you are trying to integrate your HRMS application right with your Saviynt, or you are connecting to the Saviynt with your target application, like your Outlook or like your timesheet, we talked about this application right in the top. These are the application, like 4 or 5 application we write. So all this application, right, whatever you integrate, that doesn't matter. But Saviynt has its own database to store the data. Okay, without a database, nobody can sustain. If you are doing any UI work, you are writing of something right that should get stored right. If I'm writing something here, you know. To store the information right, we need a database. So for that purpose Saviynt has its own database. So to accumulate or to use our use cases. HRMS, I am using the same database. Whatever is provided in a Saviynt. Using that same database will create a new table for us. Okay, and this table will leverage for our practice purpose, like to create an account here or to provision deprovision to the spread source. Everything will perform here for a database application, even in the real time. If you have a different database also, you can also integrate. It's not an issue. In standalone database also. You can utilize, not an issue. So this is our database, right, and this Saviynt. It is utilizing this database, Saviynt database. Okay, this is a database. So JDBC, it is a different database. It's a dummy. It doesn't have any work. Okay, leave it like that. And this Saviynt database it is using by your Saviynt, and this database has a lot of information. Right. It has a lot of information, lot of table. So we are talking about, like bringing back the user right. From HRMS source to your Saviynt. So we had 3 to 4 users in this HRMS and we will be bringing back to Saviynt. So remember one thing here, right? Let me open a duplicate tab here. First, all letter, whatever you see here.